It started with a knock. A family settling in for the night saw an alert on their phone. They tapped the screen, expecting a late-night delivery driver or a neighbor. Instead, a chilling scene played out. The video feed showed someone walking through their living room. It was a stranger. The family was not home, but the camera was. It recorded everything. The clip captured the intruder's movements, his path through their private space, their sanctuary. This was not a scene from a movie. This was real. It has happened to many people, in many homes, in many quiet neighborhoods just like yours. The family had never seen this person before. They were hundreds of miles away on vacation. The doorbell camera, installed for peace of mind, became the source of their deepest anxiety. The video was stored on a company server, a place they could not see or control. The clip was shared with law enforcement. But who else had access? Where did that data live? How exactly do these devices listen? It is simpler and more pervasive than you might imagine. Most smart speakers and many other smart devices are equipped with an array of small, sensitive microphones. These microphones are always on, always powered, always listening. They are in a state of constant, low-power vigilance. Their primary job is to wait for a specific wake word. This is the trigger phrase you are familiar with. Alexa, hey Google, Siri. The device's processor is programmed to recognize the unique sound pattern, filtering out ambient noise until it hears its cue. When the device detects the wake word, its behavior changes instantly. It begins to actively record. Everything said immediately following the wake word is captured. This audio snippet is compressed and sent over your Wi-Fi network to a remote server. In massive data centers, powerful computers, or sometimes human analysts, transcribe your spoken words into commands. The system is not flawless. Sometimes the device records by mistake, a word on the television, a fragment of a conversation. These are false positives. A private conversation, a sensitive argument, or a confidential business call can be recorded and sent without your awareness. The device is not malicious. It is an imperfect machine. But the consequence is the same. Your private words have left your private space. And how do they watch? Smart doorbells, indoor monitors, even some TVs record continuously or on motion, then stream footage to company servers that control retention and access. The journey of your data begins with a single word. Let's trace the path of a simple voice command. You are in your kitchen, and you say, "Hey Google, what's the weather like today?" The microphone array recognizes the phonetic pattern, the key that unlocks the gate. The device begins recording and packages your question into a small file, including a timestamp and a unique device identifier. It leaves your home, passes your router, and rides the public internet to a vast remote data center. There, AI analyzes the recording, converts your voice to text, interprets your intent, and fetches a forecast. A synthesized voice returns with the answer in what feels like an instant. But in that moment, your voice, your location, the time, have been recorded, transmitted, analyzed, and stored. Every interaction creates a record tied to your account, forming a detailed profile of your life. They know when you wake, when you leave for work, what music you like, what news you follow, and what products you buy. Data improves services and trains AI, but it also feeds advertising and interests that may not align with yours. This is the silent transaction of the connected home. The risks associated with these devices are not theoretical. They are documented in news reports. Court filings show cases. Security research backs this up. There are many real-world examples of misuse. Devices have malfunctioned and been exploited, leading to serious violations of privacy. Cautionary tales. One major area of concern: smart cameras and doorbells. A well-known doorbell company faced scrutiny for police partnerships and a request portal critics say could skirt warrants, turning private cameras into a quasi-public surveillance network. Reports say employees and contractors had broad access to unencrypted customer video used for research and development, creating potential for abuse. In one incident, a smart speaker recorded a private conversation and sent it to a random contact. The company blamed false triggers and called it rare. But the damage was done. Smart TVs used automatic content recognition to log everything you watch. Detailed viewing data has been sold to advertisers and brokers. Let's focus on the smart doorbell. It embodies the dual promise and peril. See who is at your door, whether you are home or not. But its lens also captures a slice of the public sphere, the sidewalk, the street, your neighbors' comings and goings. Footage doesn't stay local. It's uploaded to the cloud. The company becomes custodian. Partnerships with police included portals to request video by area. Consent was typically required, yet pressure and broad sweeps raised alarms. Critics warned this could circumvent warrant norms, effectively deputizing private devices. Reports showed R&D teams accessed a vast, poorly secured database, reportedly containing footage from cameras worldwide. Claimed purpose: improve AI recognition. Reality: employees and contractors could view highly sensitive moments. Doorbells record motion events and rings, time-stamping activity. When you leave, when kids get home, who delivers, who visits. A security device becomes a silent data collector, chronicling your life for parties you never intended. The smart speaker is perhaps the most intimate of all smart devices. We invite it into our kitchens, bedrooms, family rooms. We talk to it, ask for help, information, entertainment, almost like a member of the family. Its interface is your voice. But that intimacy makes violations profound. The device is built to listen. As one family in Portland discovered, a call. Unplug your Alexa devices right now. You're being hacked. An employee in Seattle had received audio files of a private conversation. They had been discussing their hardwood floors, a conversation they believed was entirely private. The company explained, a background word was mistaken for Alexa, then misheard send message, then a contact name, then write as yes. A perfect storm of misinterpretation, called extremely rare. But it exposed a fundamental vulnerability. Always-on microphones, complex AI-driven recognition, seamless access to contacts. Together, a catastrophic failure mode. The helpful assistant became an accidental eavesdropper, shattering the illusion of a purely private home. Why do companies collect all this data? The answer is simple. Data is the new gold. It fuels artificial intelligence, powers targeted advertising, and provides business insights worth billions. The hardware is the vessel. The real product is the data harvested from your home. Data improves products. Voice recordings train AI to understand accents, dialects, and phrasing. Camera errors refine detection. Every user becomes an unwitting, unpaid data labeler, while advertising remains the more lucrative motive. It reveals what you like, what you ask, what you buy, and when you do it. Data is shared or sold across an ecosystem. Data brokers, analytics firms, marketing agencies. Claims of anonymization often crumble when datasets are cross-referenced. Each piece, a voice clip, a doorbell video, a viewing log, seems small. But collected continuously, they form a high-resolution portrait of your life. Voice recordings, video footage, activity logs and timestamps, motion detections, smart lock entries, location data, inferred preferences, device and network metadata, IP address, Wi-Fi name, serial numbers, all converging into a narrative. From wake times to workouts, commutes to returns, your rhythm is recorded. Health questions can imply conditions. Binge choices can suggest political leanings. If accessed by a hacker or a disgruntled insider, they could learn when your home is empty, or use an embarrassing clip for blackmail. Courts can subpoena it. Insurers can price you. Predictability makes you easier to manipulate. The danger is not just privacy, it is autonomy. You do not have to be a technology expert to reclaim your privacy. You do not need to throw your devices away. Take concrete steps now, like locking your front door or closing your blinds, to put you back in control. These 5 actions create barriers between your life and companies that monetize it. Start now. Do not wait for a breach. First, audit your privacy settings in every device app. Open each: your speaker, your camera, your TV. Find privacy or security. This is your control panel. Turn off data sharing and third-party analytics. Opt out of using voice for improvement. Delete past voice commands and video clips. Second, change all default passwords. Hackers scan for devices left on defaults. Use at least 12 characters with upper, lower numbers and symbols. Use a password manager. Never reuse passwords. Third, create a separate network for smart devices. A guest network is isolated from your main network. Put speakers, cameras, plugs, thermostats on guest. Keep computers and phones on your trusted main network. If a device is hacked, the intruder is trapped away from your sensitive files. Fourth, keep firmware and software updated. Many breaches exploit old, known flaws. Enable automatic updates or check monthly. An updated device is a more secure device. We stand at a crossroads. We invited convenience, now we see the cost. Privacy is not dead. It is a choice and a practice. Take an hour this weekend. Check apps, change passwords, mute unused mics, cover cameras. Talk to your family. Your home should be your sanctuary. This is CyberSync. Subscribe, share, and lock your digital doors today.